Ciao a tutti, ben ritrovati su Dragon Age Inquisition. La scorsa puntata è finita con me e Gwen col cuore spezzato perché Blackwall ci ha rifiutati, ci ha tirato un tremendo due di picche, ma comunque noi non ci arrenderemo. Quel custode grigio sarà nostro. Invece oggi dedichiamoci al nuovo acquisto della squadra che effettivamente, poverino, è passato subito in secondo piano visto le altre vicende successe. Cerchiamo Cole.
The order was sent?
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Quanto esattamente?
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solus. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Parlami delle possessioni.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
E I demoni del varco?
The demons who came through the breach or through the rifts weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
Parlerò con lui.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Tutto bene?
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
Cosa sei?
Solus tried to explain what you are, but honestly, I stopped listening after a while. Anything else you could explain it?
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Allora, io in realtà so già la storia di Cole perché ho letto il romanzo Asunder, che ho già nominato più volte. Lui inizia, diciamo, la sua storia nella Torre dei Maghi di Orlé. Non si capisce fino all'ultimo se lui è effettivamente un fantasma o cosa. È particolare. Ha fatto delle cose anche non propriamente buone, però comunque non ha un'indole cattiva. Di conseguenza io adesso non voglio dire più di tanto perché penso si scoprirà anche durante il gioco, quindi non voglio stare a spoilerare cose. Detto questo, ho intenzione di tenerlo anche perché, poverino, dai, ci ha anche aiutati, ci ha salvato la vita contro Corypheus. Resta qui ad aiutarci.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Non deve più soffrire.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
Ok, già finito? Lui dov'è adesso? Già, lui fa dimenticare le persone. Eccolo lì. Vediamo se possiamo chiacchierarci un po'.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Pentito di cosa? Roderick era il prete che ci aveva dato contro.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple, pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me, but this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith, and I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough. The left hand remembers a knife slipped to her in the darkness and wonders why the flower blooms.
The left hand è l'Eliana. Il fiore sboccia... vuoi vedere che è la storia di Dragon Age Origins? Perché l'Eliana, quando viene reclutata dal protagonista di Origins, dice di aver visto sbocciare una rosa a Lothering, dove ormai era tutto secco a causa dell'attacco delle Darkspawn. Quindi secondo me sta assolutamente parlando dell'Eliana, anche perché lei è la mano sinistra della divina, quindi... lui sa tutto. Indaghiamo un po'. Spiegami come ragioni.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
Il tuo modo di aiutare.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
Cosa vedi in me?
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, you reach across. Mindful, meaning. You pull it through to this side, make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
Criptico. Pensi ai nostri amici?
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Solus, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus, but somehow sorrows.
Conduci una vita triste.
It must be sad feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
Oh, che carino.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Vediamo.
He feels naked without the name on the armor, but now he knows you want him naked.
Cosa? Sta parlando a me? Chi è che io voglio nudo? Oh mio Dio! Ma no, non ci credo. No, dai, non stava parlando di Gwen, vero? Si sente nudo senza il nome sulla corazza, ma ora sa che si... Oh mio Dio! Parlami del tuo passato.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Rhys was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Rhys. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Rhys couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
Questo è Asunder, molto riassunto. Hai assistito alla rivolta?
What was the spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Rhys help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Rhys just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
Rhys era un tuo amico?
What can you tell me about Rhys?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
Potrei cercarli.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
Poverino. Uccidevi i maghi?
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Rhys found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
Oddio. Allora, nel libro effettivamente si vede appunto lui che ammazza, però, oddio, non è che è propriamente carina la scena. La prima scena in cui lui ammazza un mago sono rimasta veramente male. Quindi sei un assassino.
You murdered helpless mages and that's all you have to say?
Yes. I didn't know, and I stopped when I did. But that doesn't mean I didn't do it. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
Parlami del cercatore Lambert.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
E la fortezza dei cercatori?
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
Sei stato ad Adamant?
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
Praticamente questa storia del
I'll talk to you
demone
later.
è interessante perché questo tra l'altro è uno spoiler, quindi diciamo che se non volete sapere questo spoiler andate avanti di 1 minuto. Allora, Reese è figlio di Wynn, che è la maga di Dragon Age Origins. Lei chiede a Reese aiuto per andare a salvare un suo amico mago che in realtà era diventato tranquil, quindi gli era stato fatto quel rituale per cui si scinde il collegamento tra il mago e l'oblio. Ma questo tipo aveva scoperto che questo rito della tranquillità può essere, diciamo, annullato facendosi toccare, non ho capito bene, insomma, non fisicamente, ma quindi nell'oblio, facendosi toccare da un demone, diciamo, la connessione tra il mago tranquil e il suo essere nel fade si ripristina e quindi il rito del tranquil viene annullato, cioè l'adepto della quiete, scusate, in inglese tranquil. Questa è una cosa stata scoperta, risulta molto grave perché quindi la chiesa si trova un po' con l'acqua alla gola, perché se si scopre che il rito della quiete può essere annullato sono cazzi, e quindi hanno cercato di insabbiare la cosa durante il libro, ma si vedrà poi se esce o meno la cosa. Vediamo cos'altro ci dice Cole.
An old name burns inside armor that shouldn't fit, lit by faces of children he couldn't save.
Madonna mia, di chi sta parlando? Devo saperlo! Un vecchio nome brucia nella corazza non sua, illuminato da piccoli volti che non ha potuto salvare. Oh Madonna santissima. Parliamo dei Templari.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
Altro spoilerone. La mamma di Reese. Cosa pensi di loro?
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
Spiegami come li percepisci.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
E I Templari Rossi?
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Perché io so tutto.
It's good to spend time with you.
Oh, che carino. Parliamo dell'Inquisizione.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
Poraccio. Troppo complicato, in effetti.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Cole, secondo me ha un potenziale per essere un personaggio veramente interessante. Speriamo. Vabbè, vediamo un po' cosa ci dice invece Cullen.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now.
Ugh.
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
C'è qualche problema?
Is everything all right?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
Quanti sono i caduti ad Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you...
Che fa quella nana lì dietro? Ma no! Ma non ci credo. Spero di essere un buon capo.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
Ok. Oddio, dopo il 2 di picche di ieri quasi quasi. No, scherzo, non ce la posso fare. Blackwall è troppo superiore a qualsiasi altro. Ricominceremo da capo.
If we need to start over, Skyhold seems as good a place as any.
Once repairs are complete, it will be a strong base of operations. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Ok. Oh, si è sbloccata finalmente la nana. Oh no, oh, porina. Vediamo se ci dice altro.
Yes?
Stai con no, ok. Qualcosa da riferire?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
Vabbè, non c'è altro.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Ok. Adesso chi ci mancano? Sera, che dovrebbe essere qui davanti. Eve.
Thank you for saving my life, and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Helisma can talk to you.
Chi è Helisma? Vabbè, vedremo. Sera.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little badges I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? What do I step in?
Non me l'aspettavo neanche io. Non me
I've
l'aspettavo.
been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, Oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a magister god monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
Calmati e spiegami tutto.
I can't help you if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Carriffy thing. A magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
Madonna mia, è un po' confusa sta ragazza. Non so, le persone... Vabbè, scegli la causa che vuoi.
As long as you're reliable when we go magister hunting, stay for whatever reason you like.
Like don't have nuts to do with it. Not when we're tracking monsters that shouldn't be. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order. For now.
Questo ha quasi senso.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Ci dice altro? O è andata via? Vabbè. Dove vai?
Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
Beh sì. Perché ti sei unita a me? Gliel'avevo già chiesto, non mi pare. Perché ti sei unita a me?
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
Ne sei davvero certa?
We both know that'd be easier to believe if you were a totally different person.
Not everything is easy to believe. Maybe that's it. There's all this Andraste stuff going on, and seeing it should help, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Cosa di nuovo? Opinioni sui nostri alleati? Ma no. Ah, boh, c'è Cole. Vediamo cosa pensa di Cole.
What about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
Mi sembra anche di Dorian, non gliel'avessimo chiesto.
What about Dorian?
He's fun. Could lose a bit more to Vinta.
Vabbè, dai, va bene così.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Ok. Ah, forse anche di Iron Bull non gliel'avevo chiesto, del Toro di Ferro, perché l'avevamo reclutato dopo, ma vabbè, la prossima volta. Vediamo.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Che cosa?
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Non apriamo bocca.
Huh.
So, ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and...
Ma lì dietro Blackwall che ci osserva, ma no, inquietantissimo. Maledetto. Bah, facciamo tipo... Facciamo gli sbruffoni. Oh, l'inquisitore non è mica una dea.
The Inquisitor isn't a god. She's just a woman trying to do the right thing.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven.
Ma lui che ci fissa da dietro. Tremendo.
That monster and his archdemon. I don't
E
think
lì che
the
pensa,
chant
ma
of
che ci fa
much
l'inquisitore lì, vestito
but
in
you
quel
can't
modo?
see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
Perché hai parlato così?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Ma così rischi una brutta figura.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
Fantastico. Sono stupita.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Bella mossa, Iron Bull, bella mossa. Vediamo se ci dice ancora altro.
What can I do for you?
No, niente.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Adesso chi ci mancano? Ci mancano Leliana, Dorian e Solas, che mi sembrava di aver visto dovessero essere dentro, visto infatti, eccoli qua. Tra l'altro potremmo anche usare viaggi rapidi, vabbè, ma noi corriamo. Quindi deve esserci una porta. Quindi penso ci sia un'altra porta qui dentro, che dovrebbe essere tipo... Ah, è vero, questa qua a fianco a Varric. Voglio Leliana, voglio Leliana. Ok, qui c'è Solas.
This place. So much room for whatever was here.
Forse bisogna salire, vediamo, prima voglio salire. Ecco Dorian. C'è anche Fiona qui. Si può parlare anche con lei. Leggi, vabbè. Ecco, Elisma è quella che ci aveva detto Mina Eve prima. Ed è una tranquil pure lei. Qui possiamo... Ah, vediamo se abbiamo roba da consegnare. Stracci congelati di mosso, va bene. Saliamo ancora. Influenza. Ah, perché abbiamo consegnato cose. Ah, ecco qui il viaggio rapido. Ecco Leliana, parliamo con lei.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
Io incolpo Corypheus, in realtà.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead we lost Haven.
Beh, non è umano alla fine, poraccio. Ci tieni ai tuoi uomini.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Mamma mia, ma Leliana, non ce la posso fare vederla così. Musona, era così cucciolosa, mannaggia. I nostri uomini sono preziosi.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
Ma se ci dice altro.
At your service, my lady.
Sei in lutto per Justinia.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend and there were so many things going wrong.
Parliamone.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Non devi scusarti di nulla.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Vediamo se è roba nuova. Ci sono novità?
Anything I should know? It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
Continua pure.
I'll leave you to your work.
Esamina. Cara Liliana, condizione dei vostri pargoletti. Va bene, lasciamo qui se qualcuno vuole interessare. Ah, parla dei nag. Liliana è un'appassionata di quei mostriciattoli rosa spelacchiati che devo ammettere non mi piacciono tanto, i nag. Vado trovata nella voliera di Skyhold, Sadler. Va bene. Se volete leggere, ribadisco. Vabbè. Momento ideale per chiudere le frontiere. Blackwall? Un discorso del custode conestabile Blackwall di Valchevin alle sue reclute. Ok, vabbè, poi me lo leggo. Bene, bene. Mi piace sempre sapere cose in più su Blackwall, maledetto. Allora, Elisma, vediamo un po'.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
Avete sostituito Minaeve?
You're taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
In cosa siete specializzata?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Quindi siete un'adepta della calma?
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
Come procede?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Not optimal given the facilities. Skyhold should be improved, or our efforts will continue to suffer.
Arrivederci.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Fiona.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
Alla fine Gwen è indifferente. I maghi sono utili.
Having you here willingly can only make us stronger.
Fair enough. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
Eravate un custode grigio?
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death, but long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
La cosa non vi infastidì?
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, They felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
Quindi magari anche il Blackwall può evitare di morire per colpa del sangue corrotto? Vedremo. Come scatenare la ribellione?
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
Guidate ancora i maghi?
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
Rifonderanno i circoli?
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
Alexius come si era imposto?
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
Continuate anzi no, dai, tutto a posto?
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
Continuate pure.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
E?
And what? You were hoping that would patch things up with him?
No. It's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him.
Sì, proprio suo padre.
The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Fiona. Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Niente affatto.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you know?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Per voi la Chiesa mentiva?
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Sembri turbato.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Ma tu non c'entri niente.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
Io non voglio ringraziamenti.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Grazie.
So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
Bah, è corretto ovunque.
Dalish is the correct word everywhere.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. A little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
Apprezzo il tuo aiuto.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
Parlami di Alexius.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
E perché?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hosburg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. And the guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
Mi dispiace.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Quindi Dorian... Quindi Dorian è alcolizzato. Ti mancava?
Was it hard being away from him?
It was hard not having a patron, yes. I'm not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
Basta così.
I should go.
Naturally.
Bene, ci manca di parlare con Solas, ma se adesso il chiacchierare con lui equivale alla stessa chiacchierata di Haven, che è durata tipo 20 minuti, direi che è meglio se la facciamo alla prossima puntata, che qua siamo già andati avanti un bel po'. Quindi vi ringrazio per essere stati qui con me anche questa puntata. Mi raccomando, commentate, fatemi sapere se il video vi piace, e se vi piace condividete, aiutateci un po' a far crescere il canale. Detto questo, allora vi saluto alla prossima, dove vedremo di eventualmente andare a esplorare finalmente un territorio nuovo, che è qualche puntata che siamo un po' fermi, diciamo. Grazie ancora, allora, ciao ciao!